Hello and welcome to today's recipe video demonstration where I will be preparing Hanami Dango Dumplings with a mitarashi sweet soya sauce. This is a classic Japanese dessert typically eaten at the start of the cherry blossom season. Kitchen equipment required for this recipe includes a fry pan, a small and large saucepan, kettle, tongs, a wooden spoon, measuring spoons, a measuring jug, regular spoons, bowls, scales, a tea towel, baking paper, a strainer, a brush, and skewers. Ingredients required to prepare the dango dumplings include Jacinko non-glutinous rice flour, shirata mako glutinous rice flour, caster sugar, matcha powder, a few drops of red food colouring, unsalted butter, and approximately 800 milliliters of water. First, heat roughly 150 milliliters of water in a kettle to a warm temperature. Additionally, fill a large-sized saucepan halfway and boil on the stove. Next, weigh out 100 grams of Jacinko non-glutinous rice flour, 100 grams of shirata mako glutinous rice flour, and 25 grams of caster sugar, and combine in a mixing bowl. Take 150 milliliters of the warm water at approximately 30 degrees Celsius from the kettle and gradually add it into the flour and sugar mixture while continually mixing the dough. Continue to mix and knead the dough until it is well combined, smooth, and resembles the consistency of an earlobe. Roll the dough out into a sausage shape and divide into 3 equal portions. One portion will be for the green-coloured dumplings, one for the pink-coloured dumplings, and one for the white dumplings. These 3 colours are symbolic of the start of the Cherry Blossom Festival, with green representing the spring grass, white representing the melting snow, and pink representing the cherry blossoms. Place a damp tea towel on a tray and line it with baking paper. This is where the dough will be placed when not in use, to prevent it from drying out. To make the pink-coloured dumplings, pour 1 large drop of red food colouring into 1 tablespoon of water. Using one of the 3 portions of dough, add the food dye mixture and knead it. Add more red food colouring and continue to knead the dough until you have reached the pink colour best representative of the pink cherry blossoms. Place the pink-coloured dough as well as another dough portion, which will be used for the white dango dumplings, into the damp tea towel tray. To form the green-coloured dough, add 1½ teaspoons of matcha powder and 2 tablespoons of water to the final dough ball. Knead and evenly disperse the powder to create an even green colour throughout. When satisfied, place the final dough portion into the damp tea towel tray. Now it is time to make the smaller dango dumpling balls to place on the skewers. This recipe produces 8 pink, 8 green, and 8 white dango dumpling balls to make 8 serves of the dessert. Take the green-coloured dough and roll it into a sausage shape. Then, evenly divide into 8 small parts. Roll each of these 8 portions into 8 small balls. Repeat this for the white and pink coloured dough as well, and then return all 24 balls into the damp tea towel tray. Now the dango dumplings are ready to be cooked. Prepare a bowl of cold water to cool the dumplings immediately after boiling. This bowl should be big enough to hold all 24 balls. In the saucepan of boiling water, which was prepared at the start of the video, place all 24 dumplings into it. Allow to boil and occasionally stir. After approximately 4 to 5 minutes, the dumpling balls will begin to rise to the water surface. When this occurs, remove the balls from the saucepan and place into the bowl of cold water. Strain the dango balls and allow to stand while you prepare the mitarashi sweet soya sauce. Ingredients required for the sweet soya sauce include caster sugar, soya sauce, mirin, water, and potato starch. Add 1 tablespoon of the soya sauce, 1 tablespoon of mirin, and 5 tablespoons of caster sugar into a bowl and combine. When an even consistency is reached, add 4 tablespoons of water into the mixture and stir. Pour this into a small saucepan and boil on medium heat on the stove. Once the mixture boils, add 1 tablespoon of water and 1 tablespoon of potato starch. to thicken the sauce. Continue to mix the sauce until a smooth appearance is observed. Then remove the saucepan from the heat. The final steps of this recipe involve lightly browning the dango dumplings on a fry pan and coating with the sweet soya sauce just prepared. This should be done just before service. Heat a fry pan and grease with approximately 5 grams of unsalted butter. Place the dango dumplings, which have been resting in the strainer, into the hot fry pan and lightly brown. Once evenly browned, remove the dumplings and when cool enough to touch, place a pink, white and green dumpling onto a skewer. Lie the skewer flat onto a plate and using a brush, thickly coat it with the mitarashi sweet soya sauce. The dumplings are now ready to be served. Hanami dango dumplings are a very popular Japanese street food commonly seen in street markets and local eateries at the commencement of the cherry blossom season. It is popular to complement the dango dumplings with a Japanese green tea. Tanoshi de kure arigato, which means thank you and enjoy.